persona.
I don't know if people think that that's kind of funny. Because I lie sometimes when people are like, oh, the whole you lied to me Lush thing. Yeah, I was lying to my boss so I didn't get fired, stupid.
Everybody
you're allowed to lie to your fucking boss.
You gotta lie to not get fired.
You talking about? I would lie. Like, you lie to fucking police, teachers, the boss. You're like, yeah. Like, now, like, Adam's my homie, so I don't lie to Adam no more. But at the time, I was finna lie for sure.
Yeah, you gotta do it. Self-preservation.
You can lie to your boss, gang. I don't think there's anything.
You can definitely lie to your boss. See where this goes, though. They say that Lush goes on a little tangent about Wack.
Wrong with that.
Lying is a part of the game, right? Hey, can we get into some real rap cap, though?
I've been the California slut connoisseur for many moves. That's only 12, 15.
Has anybody else taken note of WACK100 changing this story of him chasing Nevadius Cash through the...
Basically, what the No Jumper staff wants you to know is they're quietly following Trap News Network and all my policies and, you know, me report on this page and this story and all that, excuse me. They just don't want to give me the credit for it. Got it?
Hey, hold on. Let me
Can we get into some real rap cap? Because, listen, I respect the change in tone because them boys is not playing this year. The Hip Hop Police,
exactly.
Boy, they knocking at everybody's door.
Well, all right. The story... He didn't say he put his hands on him inside the airport, right?
No, he didn't. He did not say he put his hands
he didn't say, but like what part of the story changed? Because I know he said that
we went from running after Future to it might have been a light trot. You feel me? We went from he was throwing the phone at me. No, wait, Wack, please spare me.
Right.
Listen to the phone too. He handed me the phone. Somebody.
Right. Wack decided to omit the part where he said he actually left the phone lingering there. He said he got done talking to Birdman after Birdman agreed to play Future's Dead, and he just threw the phone down because he's such a gangster.
He was on the phone, you know what I'm saying? He went from running into the air.
What's that thing called? Connected to the plane.
Yeah, the air tunnel.
The tarmac.
The thing before you get on the, what do they call it?
No, it's not the tarmac. The loading dock.
The thing before you get on the, what do they call it? The runway or whatever. The thing before you get onto the.
Oh yeah, it's not called a tarmac.
Yeah, from running in there to them stepping aside and having a conversation. Yo, it's been. When I first heard the story, I said, "It's no way, bro. It's no way you chase somebody into one of those, bro. You can't even get into them when they're not like wide open, and it's no way that the TSA people just gonna let you run in there and act like shit is cool. Like, come on.
Hey, let me. Well, this is what I take away from it, right?
Well, despite the fact, it doesn't change the fact that Wack has confessed to federal crimes.
It's some truth to it, and he just exaggerated. You know how they be like, Fat Joe be putting steroids on his...
Yes.
He pulled a Fat Joe.
He pulled a Fat Joe, yeah.
Like, it sounded like you gave him a soft press and y'all hollered.
I feel like, well, you know how...
You didn't chase nobody.
Thank you. You know how Wack is when he gets political, when he's like, hey, nephew, let me holler at you. What's up with the business with da-da-da? Bro, he pulled him to the side. He said, let's step away from Sierra or whatever. You feel me? They chopped it up. He let him know. You know, Future probably...
Crazy part about it, Wack wasn't even there.
He had his grievances about whatever happened with Trick. He probably was like, no, I'm not fucking with that nigga because of da-da-da. And he's just like, hey, bro, it's a light 10. You know what I'm saying? It's a light 10. Just send that. And then, you know, you got Big U in the back looking all menacing and grimacing and shit. Hey, this is a red-eye flight, by the way, and they all get on the same plane, bro. It wasn't no either you send that shit or it get fucked up now or you send it and get fucked up after, whatever the fuck.
My main thing that's annoying is like, all right, so at what point does your voice just not have any credibility? It's like, I understand, we're telling...
So now, basically, Lush is sick of Wack. Lush is saying that Wack has lost all credibility. Okay, Lush, where you going with this?
Telling stories in a sensationalized way that's exaggerated. We all do it to some extent. We all do it. But at what point is it like, we're not going to be able to take what you're saying at face value? My whole thing is, I fuck with Wack. I think he's a really entertaining dude. But, dude, you don't get to control what I say. You don't get to control my opinion. I'm not uploading videos that you could be like, take this shit down, and I'm finna take it down. Why? Because my opinion doesn't matter that much. I think you're overemphasizing the importance or what
Wack doesn't like anybody who's going to go against his lies openly.
People think of the emphasis of my words. It's really not that deep. So if I think that what you said is similar to something that Munchie said.
Wait, before we I was gonna say politic that. Before we talk about that, let's stay with the, like what you said, like he's an entertainer. It's okay to be entertaining. I don't think that that's necessarily gonna dilute your words entirely, but like maybe with stories where you're talking about being at LAX, federal land, federal grounds, and talking about intimidating someone for some money and chasing them and stuff like that. Like that, obviously.
But why is that? Why is federal land the line in the sand?
Just nobody.
Why is that the line in the sand? Make that make sense.
No, nobody's getting crazy at an airport, bro. We all know that. Like nobody's going stupid, dumb.
So here's the thing: Wack's not going stupid, dumb, retarded, crazy on anyone.
Ham at an airport without getting
one of the most secure places.
Yeah, like it's just not happening. But I'm just saying, like I'm not drawing that as the line in the sand. But I'm saying, like, I don't think that Wack's voice is necessarily getting diluted. You feel me? Because the story did happen, like Munchie said. He just threw. You feel me?
Emphasis.
He threw emphases on it that did not belong there, type of thing. Now, as far as what happened between you and Wack, that's a different.
But that's literally like what? Because the thing is, he literally said, "You never like I never said that that Future got beat up. I never said that Big U was the one that did it. He specifically said those things. That's why."
Yeah, that's like classic Wack. I'm gonna tell you, you said something that you didn't say. But the thing that I will say, where I keep it 50.
Man, Ricky, you a 304, bro. I think Ricky's afraid of Wack, and we don't really need another No Jumper co-host that's afraid of Wack. That's not what's gonna make No Jumper a better thing. Lush is finally standing up for himself, and we're appreciating that. But these guys right here is just, come on, man, get it together.
50, like
you literally had the same conversation with him yourself.
Was Wack being like a bully and stuff? I would say like yes, that's his thing. It's Wack to get at Lush like that. Like
I don't care about that, but really the reason why he's doing it is because he wants to have the narrative in the media controlled. But this, like, I'm not Flacco. Like my videos aren't reaching hundreds of thousands of people. It's not that deep, bro. Me saying that him talking about this story is not police in the same way that Munchie talking about making reference to the passing the bottle thing was not intended to be police, and then both of those things wind up being used against them years later, and people hate it. So that's the point I made, and there is similarity. I even right in front of Munchie, who I'm way better friends with than Wack, you feel me, sitting right next to Munchie, said the Munchie shit is low-key worse because it's talking about a murder. It's a more serious thing.
Let's keep it a hundo.
I even said that, and that's my friend.
Word, I know that, but when you use the phrasing police shit, that's gonna get a reaction.
Well, it is by definition police-ish to say a story about you chasing somebody through a federal space. That's definitely police-ish.
Actually, I think.
But I didn't. But again, I didn't use the phrasing police shit.
You did in the clip.
No, I fucking did not.
The clip that got sent to the group chat, bro. You did
because that was in reference to what was. But that was what was said.
Oh, you were saying in context of people saying that.
Right.
Okay.
Okay. But the word was said, but he wasn't.
I was literally quoting what was said before.
And you did tell him watch the clip 10 seconds before and 10 seconds after.
Not expecting him to do whatever. It was just like And honestly, like Wack also be playing 3D chess.
Ricky is terrified of Wack. That's really sad to see. Ricky's so afraid of Wack.
As far as like clip farming goes, and he's like, all right, that was the first clip from our little Friday show that ever made it to the clip channel. Right. Finally, you feel me?
They don't clip you guys because you're members.
Yeah, but if there's something that exciting, they gonna clip it.
Okay, yeah.
You feel me? Yeah, but that warranted a clip. That's how come it got clipped. So all right, so Wack did kind of turn up the moment for me to fucking turn up the moment for that to happen. So no jumper.
Yeah, I mean, you know what it is as far as that goes.
So I don't really like take it personally. I'm not like butthurt about it or whatever, but it's just like,
of course not. Yeah.
But like again, my whole response to it is, I am not compromised media. I'm barely even media. But what I'm not gonna do, that's like saying Beavis and Butthead don't talk about Metallica.
Now you capping though.
But like you said, I didn't even take what you said. I didn't offend you, but you know what I'm saying. When we was talking about the comparison.
Nah, because your IQ has 3 digits. That's why.
So,
Ooh. Lush said Wack don't got no IQ.
no.
You feel me? You gotta have a room temperature IQ to be offended by anything I said. Like literally, you feel me? Like extra value me.
What are you implying?
That anybody that
That WACK100's an idiot.
actually took any offense on what I said in any capacity there is very, very slow.
It was compare and contrast the two situations, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, but let's get into it though. as far as you saying him
Ooh, Lush talking spicy.
telling that story is, could get people. The story that he told is only seemingly getting himself in trouble.
No, it ain't.
Yes, it is.
Then why is it being
No, it's getting Birdman in trouble as well, and Trick.
used in fucking big use indictment?
How you pronounce it?
Overt act.
Overt act. So now, I'm knowing now that the
You know why Munchie B now knows what an overt act is? It's because you guys can say what you want to say because I taught Munchie B something. You're welcome. You're welcome, Munchie B. You didn't know what an overt whack was. You watched me and Adam 22 have the conversation where I broke down what an overt act was and how Loose Cannon's overt acts has been actually used into federal indictments as well as WACK100's overt acts, turning into Big U actually getting a charge, so forth and so on.
overt act is not a charge, but it's just something to put
An allegation.
emphasis
It's a precursor to a charge.
on what you already got going on and make you look worse.
But have we still found out how this particular incident got into the indictment?
We're not going to figure it
Because
out,
he
but
put
we
it
can
on the
safely assume
because
that
he said it on
someone's
Clubhouse.
No. Well, that is a possibility for sure. But what we could safely
No, that's how it got into the indictment.
assume is that somebody who wants to lessen their time has given this story to the authorities.
Okay, that would. Okay.
Because you got to pay
listen.
attention to the overt act.
Ricky. Oh, this boy here, this boy here, this boy here.
Co-conspirator in the overt
Listen,
act.
if it wasn't said,
So
it wouldn't even be brought up. You know what I mean?
Right.
The person, whoever locked up, when they got a hold of that, and then they ran with it, and I guess they trying to get out of jail.
No one who's locked up mentioned that. It came up because Wack brought it up on Clubhouse the same way Loose Cannon brought up things on No Jumper, and it worked against him. It's all the exact same formula. When you say certain things, it just is used against you when you use it in a public aspect.
But it wouldn't have been brought up at all if he wouldn't have said it. You know what I mean?
But I mean, he
But
very
an overt act
but
is
even
not a
very-
charge.
but
That's what he's trying to say.
It's not a charge, but it could
But-
be converted into a charge in the next superseding indictment, and that would cause him to sit down and have to fight this Rico the same as Big U.
It could influence. It could also influence sentencing and things like that. That's where it
look,
comes into play.
If
But he would have gotten himself in trouble, though.
man.
Well, he's not actually on trial, though.
As of today, how long
As
does
of
it take to process an indictment?
I mean,
how long does it take to process an
listen,
overt charge?
Well, right now we know that Big U's being charged with it, so that's what we do know.
An actual indictment. How many people need to approve of that, be spoken to, et cetera, et cetera?
I wouldn't hold your breath.
Man, hey, look, bro.
I made the same point as you, though.
And I'm not wishing jail upon him, though, but I'm just looking at the facts of the
What
situation.
might
that
happen.
it seems like the person
is
that
not
would.
going to nobody's jail.
I don't think so.
He's not going. It's not going to happen, bro.
But how come?
Well, the only reason he wouldn't go to anyone's jail after he's the one who has admitted to actually being guilty of the crime that Big U is charged of, one can only assume that you're not going because your presence is of much greater use in the free world than it is in incarceration.
Why do you say that?
He ain't going.
Because an overt act is an allegation of the federal government of some kind of law breaking, right? That's what it is. Obviously it's to be a testimony
It's
to
to diminish your character and make you look worse.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bring up some shit you did. You cheated on me in the past. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Even though that ain't why you broke up with me type shit. Same difference.
But being
gaslighting
in an
thing.
overt
That is actually a really good example that Munchie B gave. That was actually a really good example. Yeah, it is that. That's a good one. Got to give it to him. When he's right, he's right.
act where extortion is taken
Like, that was a really good example. You cheated on me in the past, yeah, but that's not the reason why you're mad right now, so shut up.
place, that could carry a charge of 20 years. But like you could be sitting down for 20 years. And remember, an overt act is no matter how innocent.
So, but Ricky, just to clarify, like the whole reason that that conversation even came up is Munchie brought up a question that had been hypothesized a lot online before, and there was
a question.
It was people are criticizing. He said people are criticizing Wack for telling this story, and now it's being mentioned in the Big U indictment. All right. He said in a very similar manner as to which he's getting criticized for making I passed the bottle to Draco's killer daily or whatever. You feel me? And he said because when he made that statement, obviously it was not meant as a literal thing. It was taken out of context, and then
Now, I would still say that despite one being an unalivement, Munchie B's time would only be credited to, should the police want to charge him, would be only attributed to if Munchie B didn't want to cooperate and they could some way prove he in fact did know Draco the Ruler's unalivement. And then even then he's probably looking at like months, maybe a year or two in jail, whatever, blah, blah. Nothing crazy. Chasing somebody with the intent of extortion through a federal airport is at least 6 years. At least. So I would still argue that what Wack said is worse than what Munchie B said. I would still argue that point.
It's now being used to the point where people are criticizing Munchie as a result and saying that was some type of...
So that's in the indictment too, now?
Well, it's a completely different case.
He passing the bottle?
Yeah.
Right. That's not in the indictment, right?
Hey, look.
Like, it's not in anyone's indictment, and which is another reason why I would say Wack's situation is worse than Munchie B's, because Munchie B is actually not listed or mentioned, nor are his statements used in anyone's indictment.
Maybe 2 years ago, I did a interview with my boy Perion J. Key, and we was talking about Draco, and I said, I kicked him while he was down, nigga. Not literally like he on the ground kicking him.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It was a figure of speech. And then the internet took off with that. He said he was there and he kicked him. And nah, nigga. So, all right, now I'm popping my shit. I'm like, I passed the bottle to the nigga that killed Draco every week.
Yeah, Munchie B's trying to clean it up. It'd probably be best if he just stops talking about that all around. That's just... It was a really bad statement. Kicking someone while they're down is a common figure of speech, common expression used. I passed the bottle to the unalivers, kind of an original one made up by you. So it doesn't really hold the same weight when it comes to retrospect, but let's just not continue to talk about that.
Like what?
Well, but the thing is, when you first said that, people didn't think of it as a police statement. They were like, it definitely pissed people off, and it was...
I definitely thought of it as a police statement, because the person who unalived Draco is, out there in the free world, and anything that could put somebody in jail would be a police statement. But what do I know? I'm just a nigga who's never got anybody wrapped up in an indictment.
Fucked up, but people weren't calling you like saying that was implicating anybody, but then years later when it gets brought up, people did try to criticize you.
Got it.
And take you out of context. In the same way, I don't think Wack did anything wrong by telling them.
No, that wasn't years ago. That was a very recent conversation that Munchie B had where he made the statement about passing the bottle. So Lush, I think that you're just doing a little bit too much nose and belly buttoning right now, and you're kind of missing the facts.
I mean, I don't think it's that crazy that he told that story. I think it is a funny, interesting story. But when people wind up trying to attach it to something else like that, then it becomes something.
I mean, you could say it's not that crazy, right? But on the docket today, we got Keefe D heading into a murder trial for Tupac for what? Telling
valid
a story.
Point. Valid
right?
point. Very valid
for telling a story
100%,
on podcast
yeah.
that ultimately...
You have Loose Cannon in jail for telling a story on a podcast. So I'm just trying to figure out why these same things don't apply to Wack. If Keefe D can be in jail for talking too much on a podcast, what makes Wack the exception to this situation?
Got him indicted for...
Man, that man
He talked himself into a
He
jail
talked
cell.
himself into a
they've
charge.
been
So
on
wait.
this
He
fool's ass
talked
for
himself
decades.
into a charge. So what is the difference from that to what Wack has done, seemingly done to himself now that he's being named as a co-conspirator
Man,
in
Keefe
federal...
D wrote a book.
Yeah, bro. And
Wack went on Clubhouse. Wack gave us an audiobook. What's the difference? I'm just trying to see.
True.
Keefe D,
fools knew about Baby Lane and Keefe D decades ago.
Art of Dialogue.
This is not new.
Vlad. Bro, he went on tour telling this story. He said, nigga,
Did
Tupac
Wack
was
not...
breakdancing trying to hop in the back seat. Like, Keefe D did a lot, bro. That nigga's tripping.
Did Wack not...
I think people's words can definitely be used against him, because even with the...
Did Wack not go on the same type of tour? I'm confused. Did Wack not... I'm sorry. I'm lost here. Did we not hear countless Clubhouse rooms and Vlad interviews and Cam Capone interviews and sit downs with Adam 22 on the Adam and Wack show about this exact same situation? How is it different? I'm sorry. I might be missing something. I might be misunderstanding something, but I'm not seeing where there's different.
Our app situation, like
No,
he was talking.
that fool just blatantly snitched on himself.
man.
So you can talk, and then
ARF,
things
this
can
is
start
crazy
to
shit.
happen, because you know what I'm saying with these conversations.
So why are any of these situations and examples you guys gave any different than what we're watching Wack do? Like what exactly is the difference here? Like what are we not catching? I'm confused on what we're not actually seeing as the similarities.
That happens. So yeah, it's a spooky time, and the things that you say can end up in indictments. It's scary.
The things you can say could have always ended up in indictments, Doughboy. This is not new information. This is not something that just happened yesterday, and everybody's like, oh yeah, now all of a sudden, no, nigga, this is how the law works. You guys are not the brightest stars in the sky.
Yeah, man, you know, you just gotta watch your words, you know what I mean?
Right.
And then what I learned about myself, they take what I say seriously, you know what I mean? And you know, I really ain't surprised about, you know, when I got carried away with the bottle shit, because that shit been getting me in trouble for years. Like, my always just get rated behind my tweets.
Damn.
Yeah, like that been a thing. Like, so I'm like, man, I really know better, but I was hot.
So then you know that your words are considered criminalistic and or terroristic threats, as you have admitted that your Twitter has gotten your house raided, and yet you continue the same behaviors online, and now an open unalivement case that got your house raided in the past. Okay, the level of genius here. The level of genius.
I've been eating, you feel me? Or whatever, you know what I'm saying? I ain't, that's no bother.
Calling Mexicans B-words.
Hey, man. Hey,
He's never gonna call.
You had your house raided over a tweet before?
No, it used to happen all the time.
That's
like,
wild.
You feel me? Like, I used to, but what you talking about? I don't remember that, bro. But you know, it's fucked up.
No, I don't think anyone was tripping.
But I was talking about I used to go to that movie theater. I'm like, okay, did I forget? But if I did say it, I said it out of like a bit.
Munchie B going to a movie theater is pointless. What are you going to listen to it? What purpose does Munchie B have at a movie theater? All right.
And like joking, probably the joke didn't land. You know what I'm saying? But
dude, all of us on Twitter back in the day had no idea how much our tweets were going to be scrutinized.
Oh, Lord. Have you ever gone back and just scrubbed your shit?
No, I haven't, because I never really said anything that I would.
I leave that there. That's where I was.
I had said some things.
The gnarliest shit that I said back then, like I still say now. It was like pretty much just like homophobic remarks.
Hey, bro.
All right, man. So that's that. We finna get up out of here to the next one. Y'all know the deal. Red dots to the left. You know the rest. We are gone.